If Deadeye's inheritable, think of it with Brave Alm's A skill. That would be an interesting.
That would be terrifying.
If I'm not mistaken,
do they work together?
Really be that terrifying? I don't think so. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
think it. I think they work together, but it wouldn't be that terrifying inherently.
It's guaranteed damage, and then
I'd say
double.
Be more scared of weapons that are already like Astral Blade, for example, that are just going for as much damage on the biggest opportunity.
Oh yeah, Astral Blade would be crazy too.
We need more
but then again, with Sen Scale, if you give Brave Alm just a Brave Sword, for example, he can still reach 60 attack.
Oh, Alm is scary, but it's mostly because Sen Scale.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that, like, if Deadeye is inheritable, just working that with Sen Scale, like doing a minimum of 15 damage per hit.
Okay.
Bypassing damage reduction.
We can just wait till tomorrow to see if that's actually going to happen, because I don't want to keep guessing whether it's going to be inheritable or what kind of level of inheritance and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, Valoria Raphael like weapons for cases like this have cooldown turn 1. Honestly, this weapon's already really stupid, like stupidly good.
Yeah, no, I mean, he means it more from the perspective of Ares setup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of options. Fair enough.
Anyways, Gatrie, honestly, this is an interesting hero. He feels like he's really, really fair, and he introduces a new skill that he makes really good use of.
He immediately has Carrot Cudgel as not Carrot Cudgel, Huge Fan as a weapon.
Right. Huge Fan in Lance form. So attack defense +4, special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat. We already know how good it is because Huge Fan has been put on basically every Axer without a perf at this point. So, yep, great weapon. It does synergize perfectly with Crafty Fighter, which Crafty Fighter, I liked how they dropped the threshold from 50 to 25. Like Vengeful, like Special Fighter, they're all 50s, and now it's 25. And instead of extra cooldown, it is guard. So this is just a way better guard for armors, actually. Like, there's just no reason to use guard.
Special Fighter is still the main thing.
Yeah, Special Fighter if you are attacking as well, because this is only used defensively.
Not to mention that we have stance 4s, so if you're going to be running like Bracing Stance 3, Sturdy Stance 3, then this does nothing. Also worth noting.
Sure, but absolutely, but I'm still saying I like this a lot because...
Oh, this is a fantastic skill.
Yeah.
But it's just worth noting that there are a lot of armored builds out there that make it redundant.
Yeah, I know. Like, honestly, armor is redundant. Like, it's the definition of redundant in this game at this point. There's so many crossovers in terms of skills. All right.
Like all follow-up and special acceleration or stopping specials.
Yeah, it's like your A skill has guard, your B skill has guard. You can get faster specials, like, yeah. All right, but with that said, Crafty Fighter it's a nice new addition. I like that idea. It's just so it's basically vengeful. This way allows certain heroes to have a better B slot skill. Like some heroes have special cooldown triggers, special cooldown acceleration in their weapon, and now they get guard in their B skill, and then they can open their A skill for a Fortress Defense res. I think what Gatrie is showing off here is like the entire idea. You can now use Fortress Defense res instead of stance. Which is funny because Fortress Defense res is like kind of what you want to take if you're attacking as well. If you're always just defending, you would just take a stance. In which case, the guard point, yeah.
Weird for Crafty Fighter. Although you have to consider with Bold Fighter weapons, this wouldn't be a bad option. There are weapons like branching follow-up and player face. Why can't I think of one off the top of my head? Do we have Bold Fighter weapons? Because I know we have dual phase follow-up, like Garm, for example. Malted is enemy phase.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't think we have any weapons for armor units that are like,
actually
auto follow-up on player phase.
It's just dual phase, which I guess Crafty Fighters for breaking waries at that point, but yeah. Dual phasing is going to be a little awkward. So it's basically just kind of shipping around how you do Bracing Stance.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I do like that it gives you a bunch of different combinations.
Oh yeah.
You can still get a pseudo special fighter combination just for enemy phase as well by using a breath skill for your A slot.
Yep. If you want to do breath DC weapon with Crafty Fighter, you basically get Special Fighter, Vengeful Fighter with Disencounter, if you want to look at it that way.
Right. So again, just really interesting combinations. It's funny how It's cool because I felt like armor was starting to fall behind because they didn't get really anything for a while now. Especially with Flowers getting dive bomb and rains and multiple rains at this point. So yeah, this is something that they threw in for armor heroes. Not the craziest skill, but definitely gives you some interesting combinations, especially from fodder perspective. Like you can probably make the same results or similar results with different combinations with Crafty Fighter now instead of like before, where you.
And you're going for an enemy phase tank that doesn't care about their specials. That's just perfectly fine. You stack up your bulk on A, you run Crafty Fighter, and you just stack up your weapon for bulk. At that point, it really doesn't matter if you're accelerating your specials. So it's like, it works out, honestly. And it, of course, is better threshold than Vengeful Fighter. If you're not dead, you still get Crafty Fighter. So you're probably going to be in good condition to do that as well.
Okay. But I don't really have much to say. Huh?
I was going to say, like, I discussed this with Legion before you had us join in on everything, but I can see Zelgius and the Black Knight making very good use of Crafty Fighter with, for example, Warding Breath.
Ah, I can see.
Yeah.
Because that just lets them set up Black Luna in one combat without having to worry about getting hit by a special. Granted, they still need to worry about magic damage, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, they're going to be putting so much damage out. As long as you can keep them healthy, even through other means, they're going to be putting in a lot of work.
Right.
Yeah. It definitely offers some... It does lend it some consistencies, and even if you don't run Breath, you can still run DC with this and still have 3 cooldown specials come off after everything is said and done.
Right.
So it is
there's also the existence of Brave Lucina, so there's that too.
Right. Correct. Though that's just the universal constant.
Yeah.
And I mean, and just as the unit goes, by the way, first off, Mumbo? What?
Yeah, I was gonna say his kit doesn't.
Weird.
His kit has a bunch of weird things in it that I didn't really understand. I guess Moonbow so he can counterattack right away, but again, you would probably, with his defense likely being very, very high, prefer Bonfire or something.
I mean, let's put it this way. He's going to be 185 BST. Let's not forget.
Okay, yeah.
Likely.
So he has a lot of stats to play around with. Yep. Where they go, I don't know.
And his HP is not crazy high. It's 47.
Yeah, and that's not damaged, so... Edelgard is 46, for reference.
Yeah. And so, Edelgard's kind of on the lower side, so...
He has to have speed. Like, he has to have speed. This armor has, like, 16, so he has to have enough to not get doubled by that. That's it.
I honestly don't even remember him in the game, because I never used him.
I don't think many people did.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Expect, like, 25 speed, and then just almost Edelgard level insanity elsewhere.
The only thing I find weird about him is that he did not come with an Oath or a Rouse or anything just to give him that self-buff for Spirit Spear. That's about the only thing I found weird about this build, outside of Moonbow. Otherwise, everything's better.
He's supposed to be the weirdo 5-star lock that isn't that great, but good fodder, so he didn't get a full kit. If he wasn't that unit, he'd probably have, like, Armor March at the very minimum.
Right. But it does make blues really hard to pull for, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Thanks, JCC.
Unless you're really into fodder.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
I would say the fact that there's no Fortress Defense res fodder pathing yet sucks. Like, you can't path Crafty Fighter with Fortress Defense res 3.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, the inheritance is wacky.
Yeah. Just keep that in mind.
It's a one or the other kind of thing.
Unless you want his weapon. No, you can't even take his weapon.
You can't.
Yeah, there's no good economy fodder situation for him.
That sucks.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
But on to my favorite redhead in all of Fire Emblem. It is the Fire Dracula Knight. I've been waiting for her since the start of this game. By the way, I did vote for Jill in past CYLs. I didn't bother this time around because they're just like, she's never going to make it, is she? I've lost a lot of hope at that point. Because the crazy thing is, Har's been here for a long time. Not that long.
Almost 2 years.
But yeah, it's been long enough where I've just lost hope.
Yeah. So, I had lost hope too, and I thought that even if she did get in, she was going to be the GHB or the 4-star demo.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised on the most fronts.
Not just
Jill Wen memes can die.
Right. Not just pleasantly surprised, but they waited so long that her kid is actually immaculate. Speed defense rain. that just got introduced. Like the rain type of skills just got introduced, and she got possibly the best variant for an offensive hero.
Literally the best variant, unless you're a mage.
Right.
Like they did not pull back any stops with Jill, and this does testify to the longer you wait, the better you are.
Right.
Because oh, she's good.
Jill essentially has Fallen Marita's weapon, but way better. Like, it's just insane. No HP threshold.
No HP threshold whatsoever. That's kind of dumb.
It's not better than Darkspite's Tau, but it's better than First Desperate. They being Forsetti, Shadow Sword, and
World Sea Wave.
World Sea Wave. Summer Legion's tone.
Yep.
Strictly better. Strictly better.
It's not just faster special, it's attack speed plus 6 really easily, which, by the way, that attack speed plus 6 can be used defensively too, which is the nutty part.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. I mean, just by initiating, as long as she's not on death's door, Jill is getting plus 17 effectively to her attack and speed.
17 extra attack and speed. So even if she's like mediocre in terms of speed, if she is like the new standard of fast heroes, which is 40 speed base, it seems, that gets her to like 57 immediately, just at base, which is insane if she initiates.
Well, I just wanted to say for disclaimer, I've done some calcs. We already know she has 40 HP. She actually has around 40 attack, like 37 to 40 attack. So you could say like 38, 39, but that's her range.
Wait, if she has 40 attack base, that's 56 base with all the everything that she's hitting, what, nearly 70?
Yeah.
What
She can have less because Moonbow is a variable special, but that's her peak.
Yeah.
The thing is, she has to be that good, because...
I will profile for 2 Jills, one to keep and the other to fighter to Tsubasa for that push, and rain my enemies will be dead before counter-attacking.
Yeah, Axlush. Like, there are a lot of combinations with speed defense rain that's just be completely insane.
It's literally just attack speed for free.
Yep.
Yeah, her res
and
is terrible.
And it also works in support functions, too.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget that when you're in a fireball, especially. We're looking like 20 to 21 res. Expected she does not have any to speak of. But she does have... She could have around, like, 31 defense and still have speed.
You know...
41 speed.
She's basically she's basically if young Minerva did not give a shit about like defending at all and just went
she's kind
completely
of more like
offense.
Hell if you want, like it's just Hell. Hell is like 38 attack, 42 speed.
I guess
it's like 40, 41 offenses. So Jill's like an offensive spread, like an offensive orientation on Hell as far as kit, but it's otherwise about the same, which is interesting.
Yeah. Jill, frankly, her entire kit is so synergetic. She is an incredibly good Gale Force hero, though she might one-shot too many things. That's the only issue.
Yeah, that actually might start to become a problem. So good thing she doesn't have effective, I guess.
But yeah, because as long as it can take 2 hits, she's in Gale Force really easily. So.
And can we just note how Claude she is? Like, this is extremely Claude. Claude attack speed Rhine, Jill speed defense Rhine, Chill speed defense Claude, Chill attack speed on Jill, Fury 4 Claude, attack speed push 4 Jill, Moonbow Claude, Moonbow Jill. Player phase or within 2 space of an ally, Telrig and Axe, 2 space of an ally or initiation with Parthia.
Yeah, you're actually right. I never even noticed that.
She's just Claude. Obviously very different in role, but like she's just copying and pasting Claude to a degree.
I have a feeling she's going to have around 172 BST as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. She's going to have even more BST to play around with. And so if her res is really low, her attack and speed is going to be incredible, because we already know her HP is not incredible. So
yeah,
her defense too, actually, jeez.
It might not be that great. But
I think it'd be mid-30s.
Yeah, if it's mid-30s, then she is a little bit slow or lower in attack. Like, my visualization here is Minerva, but better offensively. Maybe a little worse defense. That's it.
Vinny says, she's Claude, but a girl and racist, and of course Claude is the opposite. Okay, but she doesn't stay racist forever.
Well, yes. Though this is Path of Radiance, Joe. We have to take her as she is.
Quit pronouncing rain like rain from KC1. Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Man, I don't know anymore. Anyways.
Fine.
I'm gonna keep pronouncing it as Ryan because you can't stop me.
You shall be purged. What the hell? Her quotes are even okay. I think this is like. There's no way this isn't like the earlier.
Oh, this
Jill.
is definitely this is Path of Radiance.
Yeah. So why didn't she give her? Like, she should have had effect against beast, but her weapon's already insane. But like, they should have just thrown it in.
Might have been a little bit too much, and it also would have too overkill. So I'll call that mercy.
Also,
but it is gonna be.
Is it me or is her head like super? Like her wyvern's super small. What the fuck? She looks too big.
It does kind of look. I mean, it's also probably because her hair is huge, like, and extremely red, like Anna red.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of looks a bit awkward, to be honest, but she loves her wyvern, by the way. They're like best friends.
I wouldn't be surprised if it scaled down a little bit. That might be more canonical, but I don't know much.
The Minion in chat is also pointing out that Jill is like Tsubasa, but an axe unit with different requirements.
Yeah,
kind of.
No effective.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of funny when you think about it. Pars from Radiant Dawn and Jill's from Path, the ones we have. So they technically aren't even from the same time.
Okay.
Just a little unfortunate thing to note.
I was just gonna say the only skill you would change for her is her B skill and her special. So it's most likely her B skill. I think her special is perfect with Gale Force.
Oh yeah. Heavy Blade Seal, obviously. B's a little difficult though.
Yeah,
we were talking guard bearing.
Yeah, I personally think she's one of the best users of guard bearing in the game.
Subjective, but definitely a good option, and definitely covers a lot of her flaws.
Especially if you give her Iota's shield as the seal.
Though you would be using up your Iota's seal, which Claude uses if you haven't.
True.
So I would probably say, yeah, Heavy Blade Gale Force if you can try it. If not, just go Bonfire.
Again, I feel like she's so perfect for the Gale Force build, because you could just run Wings of Mercy and B, and then she has basically Dive Bomb in her weapon. Better Dive Bomb.
Better Dive Bomb. Straight up better. I mean, if you're going to be using her, like, she can be your Axe Gale Forcer if you want her to be, with the movement that Edelgard doesn't have.
Well, that's actually that actually irks me, because young Minerva was your ideal flying Axe Gale Forcer. Now she...
To a degree.
Actually, Jill.
Yeah. Bop. It's definitely Jill now. I mean, granted, Jill's 5-star locked. But
right. By the way, I think a base Jill would perform better than young Minerva there.
Oh yeah, definitely. As a
Yeah.
Gale Forcer. Not as a tank, but as a Gale Forcer.
Yeah, young Minerva will beat her in tanking. Okay.
Like, even for just raw damage output, Jill is going to do better on that. And like, if you're able to get her into position, Jill can just annihilate Legendary Crom too.
You know, assuming he doesn't initiate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He initiates, she's probably dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep that in mind.
Anyways, that is our final hero. Final thoughts about the banner. For me personally, I just feel like they went with a bunch of, like, this was the perfect time to introduce more effective against beast weapons. But if it means losing an effect, I would have been really upset, because the heroes right now I think are like really, really good. But if they could have just added on, I would have liked that. But yeah, it could have been overpowered.
That's what Petrine is hopefully for.
Huh?
That's what hopefully Petrine is for.
Okay. Yeah, right. Our new free GHB hero. Well, that's like overall, I'm really happy with the banner. I feel like Shinon and Jill are just like possibly top 5 in their classes easily. And I feel like Gatrie is an interesting concept, introducing an interesting skill, and I feel like Ilyana is a great demote hero, just because this game hasn't had a demote hero since, as you mentioned, Lachesis. Wait.
No, I was mentioning Lachesis because the Mirror Strikes in and being a good ace slot for the last demote we had was... Yeah, Blue Tobin was La Rochelle. The last demote we had... What was our last banner demote?
So yeah, it's good to have an option.
Yeah, it's been like a month and then some, because Choose Your Legends didn't have a banner demote. The last one we had in main pool Lena back in early August.
Right. But yeah. But in terms of blue mages, I'm just saying we have like had no options in all these years.
Mages in general have been destitute outside of red because we've had so many free-play red mages because of, you know, villains. But blue mages in particular and green mages destitute.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so very happy.
For Pancake, who just says best unit on banner, I can't pick one. I can't. I feel like,
I mean, it's literally just between Jill and
right. But I feel like they're both so good in their individual roles. Though I do think Shinon's a bit more special because his weapon, there's only like two others like him. But
Shinon is much more special, but he's also much more dead. Yeah, it doesn't require dude to have the close counter. That said, because of Deadeye, if it's inheritable, he's much more dead than Jill. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Dude's toast.
Yeah.
But Jill I can actually see being very common because let's be honest, there are probably several people out there who have been saving thousands of orbs for Jill because
there are. I can believe that.
Of that degree.
Yeah. I can see Jill being oft for speed defense Ryan, however it's meant to be pronounced. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I found out that Shinon's double bow actually comes from Radiant Dawn, so that's cool.
Yeah, the double bow exists. So that was a nice reference to make. Was it a perf? Or is it just an S rank? I forget.
I don't remember anymore.
I'll double check, but...
That being said, other really good users of speed defense Rain, Valentian Gatrie, sure she doesn't have the BST, but that's not just 4 extra damage she's getting, that's going to be 6 because of Astroblade.
Well, actually, the answer is any offensive flyer.
Literally any offensive flyer. Gatrie has a nice amplification, but there are so many flyers.
Yeah.
Like, if you're an offensive physical flyer, this is a skill for you.
Tsubasa.
Tsubasa, Claude himself.
Alencia, actually, quadding too.
Alencia.
Oh, God.
Oh, quad bots in particular can be nuts with it. Cordelia.
Cordelia.
Oh, I feel bad for the people who did Cordy because just like a month ago, we were like, wow, these are the perfect Cordys, aren't they? And already speed defense range here.
Well, speed defense Rain, I mean, attack speed Rain has its place with heavy blade being used on Cordelia.
True.
That's
if you're going for
damage,
really it's literally 16 damage for free if you quad. The double bow was a S rank bow in Path of Radiance and an SS rank bow in Radiant Dawn. So yeah, it was the highest ranked bow in those games.
Cool.
Okay.
Nerf. Good enough. Yeah. So, overall thoughts, are you going to be pulling Nims?
No, I need to save everything.
Same.
You need to save a lot for your summoning targets, Nims.
I know. I'm actually starting to think I should just give up on Lachesis, dance for Lachesis, so.
It took me way too long to get Lachesis, it hurt.
I know, I don't want that to happen.
I tried. I got her, but I tried so hard to get it. But, yeah, I will love Ilyana when she demotes. I'm not going to pull for her, though, I think. Maybe I'll put it a little bit, but as much as these units are... Jill's pretty meta-defining, but if you have, like, Fire, for example, there are other Axers that fill their role. Shinon, there are a lot of really good archers right now, and while Deadeye is a really good special, it's not mandatory, because it's still Glimmer, it can still fail. And Gatrie, well, Gatrie is honestly just, he's fodder. If you get him, you get him. If you don't, you don't.
Yep. Also, on the subject of basically classes that haven't had a demote in a good while, Red has not had a demote in the permanent pool for 2 years by this point.
Correct. It's been blue, colorless, and green.
Yep.
But then again, red Grail units have been really killer.
It's Red's. It's like Red's the Grail king, whereas the other colors are.
Yeah. Like as far as permanent pool red demotes, the last 2 that we got were Ares and then Sylvia.
Yep. Funny. Same day.
Sylvia's 2 years old now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost to the date. I'm pretty sure Sylvia was actually September 2018.
I can look that up real quick.
All right. With that said, let's see who's gonna pull on this generic PO. Generic? What the fuck? How the hell is this generic?
It is technically generic if you want.
The heroes are too good to be generic.
Sylvia is over 2 years old by this point.
August?
Nope. September 6th of 2018.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's just a matter of which banner is when. Semantics.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as expected. No, I'm saying for another legendary event banner. Yeah, it's really hard to pull in the banner right now. This mythic hero, we've had a lot of talk about who it could potentially be. So, yep.
If Plumeria dies in this chapter, then there's a good answer. I mean, let's put that out.
Or Frere. So there are a bunch of big chances. So waiting is never a bad idea. And the Halloween banner is also most likely it's Halloween banner at the start of October. I'm not completely sure. But we'll see.
Of course, Ilyana's coming in right before Halloween.
Seasonal one, so.
Ilyana just can't stay away from Halloween, it seems. She'll be around while that banner starts up.
But
oh
that's...
god, if it's another light mythic, I'm gonna be so fucking disappointed.
It's most likely gonna be Astra at this point.
It has to be Astra at this point.
They will not tease us forever on Astra. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
And
then again, IS has had a raging hate boner for Astra ever since they had to give us Altina for free.
Yeah. I mean, I won't argue with that one. So, still, we now have 4 Dark Mythics and 4 Anima Mythics, am I not mistaken?
And 3 Light Mythics.
And 3 Light Mythics, where the light ones have been 2 of them for free. So, my bets are on Astra.
Okay, it should be Astra.
Case, save for that. If you guys want to start having a good Astra season.
Anyways, who's going to pull on this generic pure banner? No, I'm saying for another banner with 37 votes, 34% of it. I'm pulling for Shinon. The best hero on the banner is, I think most people would say that, but it's between her... The fuck?
What?
What the fuck? What happened?
What the?
Where did the simps go?
Where did all the Jill fans go? Hold on a second.
Joe had more votes than Shinon, guys. What happened? Where'd you go? Where are you? You guys have been asking her forever. Where'd you go? Where are you? Hell, Gatrie has half the votes of Jill. How's that even possible?
Guys?
Man, you guys are even pulling for Dr. Mario over Jill. This is stupid.
There are more people that don't know about Faye than they know about Jill.
All right, well,
I'm confused.
10% of you guys will actually just straight up pull on the banner. So, good luck, guys. These are weird votes. I don't
fully get it.